His last two matchups, and tonight in our Lexus pitching matchup, it goes against Wei-In Cheng, a young man from Taiwan who's been throwing the ball very well for the Baltimore Orioles.
Well, he has, but Felix is going to be the story tonight. Of course, the Kings scored. Felix, 30 strikeouts his last three outings. Of course, the complete game victory through 128 pitches to get that. Mariners scoring a run in the ninth inning to give him the victory, but Felix really has been something special again. He went through a little bit of a slump where he was struggling, made a few adjustments, using his curveball more, and of course, if he's able to locate his fastballs, you look at his numbers, 13 strikeouts in his last outing. Just a dominating performance from Felix, and I suspect he's going to go hard all the way into the All-Star break, so I'm guessing he's going to be really strong again today. He loves pitching in front of the court.
Last night, the Mariners got some offense, some real bona fides. They had a couple of home runs last night as well. Casper Wells, one of the stars, along with Miguel Olivo and Dustin Ackley. That was a welcome sight.
Well, I think Casper Wells came up with the big hit, and this glove has struggled over this homestand to try to score runs. They needed somebody to come up big for him, and this is a slider. This is actually a pretty good pitch, maybe just off the plate away. Casper Wells going with the pitch, hitting it hard into the gap, and driving in 3 runs, clearing the bases. That's the big hit of the ball game, and then later on, Olivo.
Olivo with a long drive goes into the left field stands. Beautifully done, and then the next pitch, here's Ackley. He left the yard.
It was a long home run. You can see how far back into the seats in right field. So hopefully that'll get Dustin going, but a good night for the Mariners overall, scoring the 6 runs, but more importantly, getting the big hit from Casper.
Going to be fun tonight, Felix, the Kings court, and the Orioles in town. Game 2, 3-game set, and the Mariners looking to make it 2 in a row against Baltimore. Glad you're with us here in Root Sports. The O's and the M's, first pitch straight ahead.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. By CenturyLink, a different kind of communications company. CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by the Emerald Queen Casino. Get ready to rock on and bring more cowbell with Blue Oyster Cult August 3rd. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. And welcome back to Safeco Field as we get ready for Game 2 of 3 between the Mariners and Baltimore Orioles. Already a big day at the ballpark. The M's introducing their newly signed first-round draft choice, Mike Zunino. And after that presser, Mike got to have some fun taking some BP with the Mariners. Terrific career at Florida, Player of the Year award winner, high-energy catcher who loves to bring intensity to the ballpark every day.
I'm just a hard-nosed player, and I take every game one game at a time and play as hard as I can. I pride myself on my defense and working with the pitching staff, and obviously enjoy swinging the bat also. But just like to work with the pitching staff and just take a lot of pride in my defense.
Sticking with the theme of young and talented, last year's first-round draft choice, Danny Hultzen, pitching tonight for Tacoma, and James Paxton is on the mound tonight as well for Jackson. We will keep you up to date on both of them and how their starts go this evening throughout our broadcast of the M's and Orioles. Stick around. We're going to connect with Dave and Mike. First pitch on the way, lineups too. It's the M's and the O's on deck on Root Sports.
On a cloudy night at the western end of I-90 lies Safeco Field, one of the great destinations in baseball here in Seattle, Washington. And tonight, Game 2 of a 3-game set. The Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Glad you could join us, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and a Root Sports crew. And this is always special. The King is on the hill. Felix Hernandez, and the King's Court is in session. Take a look at the Baltimore order that will face Felix tonight.
Leading things off for the Orioles tonight, it'll be Xavier Avery. Want to keep him off the bases. He can run. Then it's Hardy Davis hitting third today, so he moves up in the lineup with a home run last night. Adam Jones, the all-star for the Orioles. Look at his numbers overall. 19 home runs, 42 RBIs. He also has 11 stolen bases. Tomey just coming over from the Phillies now. He will hit fifth, and it's Wieters, Bettamy, Flaherty, and Andino, the second baseman, to round out the 9 for the Orioles. Felix Hernandez and his numbers on the year, trying to get that ERA under 3 again. He's really been outstanding in his last 3 outings. 13 strikeouts in his last outing, throwing the shutout in the complete game for Felix. And of course, the defense Playing behind him in this evening's game, Casper Wells moved from center over to left because Michael Saunders finally feeling well. He's in the lineup. He will be out in center field, Ichiro in right. Seager, the third baseman today, Ryan Ackley playing up the middle. Smoke back in the lineup after getting last night off. He's at first base, and Miguel Olivo, with his 7th home run last night, he will be behind the plate working with Felix.
Here we go, first pitch. In there for called strike one. Mike Winters, the crew chief, is the home plate umpire tonight. Mark Wegner's at first, Wally Bell at second, and Brian Knight at third. Xavier Avery, second-round pick in 08. Eastern League All-Star last year. Swinging this, he's behind 0-2. Felix has been stellar in his last 3 games. 23 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, a 0.78 ERA. 0-2, fouled off. And on the eve of July 4th, a very patriotic, lovely shade of blue in the Kings Court tonight. Out in left field, and a couple extra sections.
Yeah.
That is a good-looking crew. 0-2 from Felix outside for a ball, 1-2. Felix on the 19 pitches in front of the Kings Court has a 3-3 record at 2.14 ERA. Here's the 1-2. Now back. Talk about being festive. That'll baby.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
The lines.
As long as he doesn't shoot off any fireworks in here, we'll be good. Here's the 1-2. Staying alive. Again, tremendous movement on pitches from Felix Hernandez.
You see the last pitch, Felix's changeup off the plate away. Avery able to get a piece of it. Felix's fastball so far, 94 miles an hour. He topped out at 95 in his last outing. Really had tremendous stuff throwing the shutout.
Felix has a sign from Olivo. Struck him out. Good start for Felix Hernandez. Ryan Kalish of the Red Sox last week said he's not throwing 97. Big deal. 93 with that kind of movement, no chance.
They would rather see straight 97. You take, I mean, any hitter would tell you that. They don't not too concerned about the velocity, but it's more the movement of the pitches with Felix. And anybody that plays at this level, they would rather see a hard fastball that is straight as opposed to the movement. That looked like a changeup from Felix right there, but a really good pitch.
J.J. Hardy, the shortstop, stands in. 59 degrees, a little breezy. Pulled the roof back about a half hour, 40 minutes ago. Well stroked left field. Good jump. Casper Wells right there. 2 down. Good hitter here in Chris Davis. He's in a 3-hole tonight. Batted 7th last evening. Went 2 for 3. Hit a monster 3-run homer in the 4th inning after doubling in the 2nd.
He's had a good first half for the Orioles. You look at him overall, 276 with 14 home runs, 12 doubles. Coming over to the Orioles from the Rangers.
It is a really good power threat. 7 for 25 against Felix Hernandez. There's a strike with 1 home run. Game over. Last July 30th from the Rangers with Tommy Hunter, Koji Uehara. Did not go, says Brian Knight.
You can see what Felix has done in his last 3 outings. 30 strikeouts over his last 3 outings, only 2 earned runs. 23 innings that he pitched. So he's back on his game. He'd gone through a tough patch there and made some adjustments. I think one of the bigger ones is throwing more curveballs. We've seen his changeup here in the 1st inning. See if maybe a second time, third time through the lineup if he goes to his curveball a little bit more. That's been a tremendous pitch for him.
That curveball very effective in the last start. Went 1-2-3 first inning against the Red Sox, trying to do same thing here against Baltimore. In tight, he's running a full count.
Adam Jones waiting on deck, the all-star for the Orioles.
Wind really picking up, going straight in from center field. Payoff pitch. Struck him out. Felix Hernandez strikes out 2 of the first 3 batters in the ball game. We're underway here at Safeco Field. Kings Court loving it. Orioles nothing. The Mariners coming to bat. Big presentation by Chef Dave. Who's going to get the turkey leg tonight out in the King's Court on this? I have to go to that guy. Why not? Be the first one. Makes all the sense in the world. There you go. King's Court in session. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order for tonight.
He's actually being polite with that. Lately, they've been a little aggressive with the turkey leg. Leading things off, it'll be Ichiro. Casper Wells with 2 hits last night, including the big one to drive in 3 runs. And it's Seager Montero, not in last night's night, been in the lineup tonight hitting cleanup. He is the DH. Olivo Saunders also in the lineup. Good to see him back. He will hit 6. And it's Smoke Ackley and Brendan Ryan to round out the 9 for the Mariners. Take a look at the numbers for Chen. A 3.73 ERA, 64 strikeouts, 30 walks. It's a number that's a little bit high for him. He has given up 11 home runs this year. Not an overpowering pitcher. Will use his changeup a lot, so the guys will have to be aware of the off-speed pitches from Chen.
Ichiro to lead it off. Wei-Yin Chen, accomplished young pitcher. Twice has been to the Olympics representing his country. So he faces Ichiro, a 268 hitter. Quick worker. Popped into left field. Avery pretty much in his tracks, 1 out.
And look at the defense for the Orioles. Adam Jones is out in center field. He can go get it with the best of them. Chris Davis, typically an infielder, is having to play right. Markakis not available. Flaherty getting his first start at third base. Then it's Hardy and Antonio up the middle. Bettamy moves from third. He played third last night. He moves over to first. And Matt Wieters, good-looking young catcher for the Orioles. Be behind the dish tonight.
Orioles without Nick Markakis and Nolan Reinbold, a couple of really good outfielders, both on the DL as Casper Wells swings through. Fun talking to Casper about his night last night. He said it was tough picking up the slider from Jason Hamill. He said he's so tall, and he was able, as you guys talked about last night, be able to get so much leverage on that pitch. And I asked him about how much of a rush was it to get to a pitch that had beaten you a couple of times, and obviously a big rush. He saw it fade. He said, I hit it and saw it fade. It was an accidental fade. When it ran away from Adam Jones, yeah. He was thrilled. But I think it was really cool. He said his old man called him He says, how do you do that? How do you hit a ball like that? Now you got to come back. You have a great night. Now you got to come back and do it again. He said that's how baseball rolls. Just like here in the called strike 3.
Again, the Mariners looking for a big hit from somebody in this homestand, and Casper providing it last night. First at bat, he'll go back and think about it. See the pitches from Chen and replay the sequences of the pitches, and he'll have a better at bat his next time up.
Quick 2 outs. Here's Kyle Seager. Last RBI was on June 26 for Kyle. Still leads ball club with 46. Pretty good fastball by Wei-Yin Chen.
Take a look at what he features. 4-seam fastball, that's what that last pitch was. Throws that 58% of the time. So 65% fastballs when you add in the 2-seamer. He also likes his changeup. That's his out pitch, and the slider. He will use that against left-handed hitters.
"26 years old, pitched for Chinese Taipei national team in the '04 Athens Olympics, as well as the Beijing Olympics." Big bender popped up. Right fielder Chris Davis will take care of it. And that'll do it for the Mariners in the first. Second inning coming up. Scoreless here in Seattle. Alex Hernandez, great start thus far against these Baltimore Orioles. Couple of strikeouts in the first inning. They got Xavier Avery to lead it up. Nice change up there, and then here he gets Chris Davis, Mike.
Going back to the changeup again in a full count to Davis. Gets him swinging and missing at the changeup. So his changeup was effective for him in the first inning. Again, in his previous 3 outings, he'd gone to his curveball. That'd have been a better pitch for him. But we haven't seen that yet.
Adam Jones, the all-star for the Orioles, going to lead off. He was jumping out of his shoes in his first 2 at-bats last night, swinging at the first pitch. Check swing here. Last night, Adam went 0 for 4. He grounded out to third and popped to third his first 2 times up.
Having a fine year, 19 home runs, 18 doubles for Adam, a couple of triples, 42 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. Hitting just below 300. There's his number, 298. Tremendous season for Adam Jones, or at least first half of the season for him.
Broken bat fly ball left field towards the corner. Wells, nice play. He can cover some left field. Or any field you put him in, 1 out.
Casper shading more towards left center field. And as Dave mentioned earlier, the wind knocks his ball down as it's down the line, and Casper having to make a sliding catch. We've seen this before. But great concentration as he looks it into the webbing of his glove. Definitely a fair ball. But a nice running catch for Casper. Felix enjoying it.
That's a good job. You see how he circled that? He had it all the way, and then the wind, like you said, knocked it down, so he had to circle around it, come back in.
I think for him, I mean, he could play all the outfield spots. As you mentioned, he has the arm to play right field, obviously, and we've seen him make that type of play in left field before. But he can also go out and help you out in center field. And he's creating a lot of value for himself, along with swinging the bat extremely well. But I think more than anything, in the outfield spots, I think Eric Wedge feels that he can pretty much put him anywhere he wants, and he's played all 3 of them this year.
Center field, the last 4 games. Here's Big Jim Thome. 1-1 to Jim. Just over from, just down the turnpike from the Phillies. 1-1.
And Jim 1 for 3 in last night's game. He had a walk and scored a run for the Orioles. Only 7 at bats since being traded over. 1 for 7.
242 hitter, 5 home runs and 15 runs batted in. We're in the Phillies red-white pinstripes. There's the strike. Thome 8 for 16, 3 home runs against Felix. Boy, that's some sight out there in the field.
It's great, isn't it?
Man. Outside that, if we got to check with Greg Green, but that might be the biggest they've had out there for Kings Court.
I think you're right.
That is something. Got a full count here. Jim Thome, 1 out, nobody on. Pitch from Felix. Strike 3 call. Thome thought he had a free pass. 2 down. Felix has struck out 3.
Mike Winter has given Felix the call on that last pitch, and if he's going to get a fastball just off the plate like this last one was, it's going to be a long night for the Orioles. This is 94 miles an hour off the plate away. Great job of framing that by Olivo. Thome disagrees. But Felix already with 3 strikeouts.
Do you agree that Olivo's one of the better framers in the league?
The thing that I like what he does is he doesn't move the ball around when he catches it, but he will catch it and hold it. This ball is skied out to right field. Looks like the wind will blow it into the seats. And it will. But Miguel is so strong back there, Dave. I think that's the biggest thing for him is he can catch it and hold it there, where a lot of guys, especially with Felix and the movement that he has, they just naturally are going to move with the ball, and Miguel doesn't do that. He really holds it and gives the umpire a good look at it and gives him a chance to steal a strike every now and then like he just did against Thome.
Needs to write that into his next contract.
What's that?
His ability to steal a few pitches, a significant percentage of pitches. Here's the 0-1 to Waiters.
And he can also throw a little bit.
Ryan Knight said he did commit. Matt Waiters at 247 hitter, switch hitter.
He started to come around offensively. A couple of hits last night. Again, his 7th home run of the year. Hasn't been playing every day.
The 0-2.
That just tied him up. Another good fastball. The other thing that Felix has done well is we show you the tracer all the time and you can see that box, but he works all 4 corners of it. So many pitchers either work on the inside, outside, or just try to keep the ball down. But Felix can elevate it. That last pitch up and into Wieters and tying him up. He's a big man and wants to get extended.
And Thome can vouch for that too. The 0-2 pitch outside. How about this score? In progress, bottom 7 in Chicago. The White Sox 17, the Texas Rangers nothing. Ouch. They had a 9-run 5th.
I'm going to say Adam Dunn has kicked a field goal in that one.
Oh, he's got 1. I saw 1.
Oh, he does.
1-2 pitch off the plate. Now 2-2. White Sox starting tonight, a 2-game lead over Cleveland. Baltimore starting today. 6 games behind the Yankees. 2-2 here to Wieters. 2 outs, nobody on. Let's run full.
Angels in a rain delay. They're at Cleveland, losing 9-5.
See the other score up there? I think it was a final. 13-12 Milwaukee over Miami. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. That's DeMarlo Hale, third base coach. Wayne Kirby, the coach at first for Baltimore.
Yeah, Mets beat up on the Phillies 11-1. Pitchers taking it on the chin today. Atlanta scored 10 runs.
Crushed. There's the one that had a 9-run inning, and that game's still in progress. Swing and a miss. Leaders is gone. Felix threw 2 innings. Has struck out 4 of the 6 men that he has faced. And much to the delight of the King's Court. Take a look at this. Watch their reaction. Those scores at Safeco Field. I love it. Join us tomorrow afternoon, 1:10, as we salute the men and women of the armed forces with a great deal to catch Mariner baseball on our nation's birthday. Receive $5 off U-level seats or $10 off main level seats when you show a valid military ID at Safeco Field at the box office or any Mariners team store. Cougs in the house, too. Washington State captain. Montero, Olivo, and Saunders, 4, 5, and 6 for the Mariners. Against Wei In Chin. Chin's lost his last 2 games, so that comes after 3 consecutive victories. Rick Adair, former Mariner pitching coach, now with Baltimore. He's a rookie, but he's a favorite of the team. He didn't come in with, hey, this is how I'm going to do it. I have my own ways. He adapted to a lot of things the Orioles wanted to do. And always smiling, jovial with the guys, learning the language. He's got a great interpreter. As Rick Buck Showalter talked about, hey, it's really important to have a good interpreter. I'll say.
Sounds like he's a lot like Kawasaki has been with the Mariners. Yeah. Same type of thing.
Real upbeat guy, great kid. He's got Montero 0-2. Montero trying to pick it up, just 1 RBI in the month of June.
And we've watched his average drop going down to 249 as he steps in tonight. He has hit 350 against left-handed pitching this year, so hopefully pick up a couple of hits tonight. Maybe drive a ball in the gap, get himself going again.
This one back again, the wind blowing pretty much straight in here at Safeco Field. They're calling it 59 degrees. I don't know if I'm buying right now, but that's what they're calling.
Well, everything will turn tomorrow. Start to get a little bit better. It's July 4th. I told you summer comes on July 5th.
Preach, brother, preach.
It'll be nice. It's going to be nice.
So wind coming in from the left field, I'm told, is a good sign. So Montero a little late. 2 strikeouts for Chin. One out here in the second inning.
We'll bring up Miguel Olivo. Olivo with a couple of hits last night, including a home run, his 7th. Giving the Mariners a little bit of insurance after the Casper Wells double in the gap.
Great to see Miguel unload last night. Pitch there, strike 1.
71 miles an hour on that breaking ball after showing a fastball in the low 90s.
Down low, 1-1.
Miguel with 157 at bats on the year. He's getting to where he's about half of some of the other guys on the club. Guys are starting to get upwards around 300 now.
1-1 pitch. Chin has victories at the White Sox, against Oakland, against Texas, the Yankees, at Boston, Pittsburgh, and at Atlanta. And he went. 2 outs. That is the 3rd strikeout. Wei-Yin Chen. Now's your chance to ask the booth anything you want. Tweet your questions to @RootsSports_NW, and we'll answer some during the course of the ball game. Here's Michael Saunders. Good to have him back after a bout with the flu. Been out the last few days. Michael at 258 with 8 homers. Breaking ball hit right to the second baseman, Andino, and that'll do it for the Mariners. Go quietly in the second. Both pitchers on top of their games. 6 up and 6 down for both. That's a good-looking group there, boy. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of K's.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Back here on Roots Sports, Giacomo in the house. How about that? Wilson Betamate, switch hitter, playing at first base tonight. Felix gets into the bottom 3rd of the order. Both pitchers, Felix Hernandez and Wei-Yin Chen, 6 up, 6 down. Breaking ball for strike 1.
That was a good curveball from Felix. He's through 2 innings now. He's at 33 pitches, 22 strikes.
Let him at third base last night in the 3-hole, went 0 for 4. Ewan Kumath, pretty good job last night, starting going 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs.
I would agree. He made the one mistake to Chris Davis. That was a 3-run home run out to right field. But other than that, I thought he pitched well. He was able to work probably about as deep as he was going to with the pitch count that he was under. And I think Eric Wedge had to be pleased with his efforts last night.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Benamete's gone. Felix racking up some Ks. That's 3 in a row. 5 for the game already.
Well, we've talked about it. The Orioles as a team have been struggling coming into this series. And with the way Felix has been going, double-digit strikeouts certainly is something that he can accomplish tonight. Again, tremendous bite on that changeup as the bottom falls out of it.
Orioles at 227 hitting club on the road, 256 at home. Ryan Flaherty, third base tonight. Flaherty, and this is game number 46 for him, hitting just 193.
88 at bats, 1 home run, 6 RBIs for Flaherty.
Picking up again. A stroke. It's a base hit. Felix with that Ichiro. Oh, he shuts the gate there, huh? Good strong throw. Yeah, kid, go ahead, run on me. Thought better of it. First hit of the ball game.
There's the pitch up and away from him. He's able to hook it. Looks like it's headed to the corner, but Ichiro able to cut it off. Flaherty running hard, making Ichiro make a play before he shuts it down. An accurate throw in the second sends him back to first.
Flaherty like Charlie Furbush from the great state of Maine. Flaherty, he hails from Portland. Charlie Furbush from South Portland. There's Robert Andino, the second baseman. He was the leadoff man last night. He's the 9-hole guy tonight. Andino 0 for 4 last night. A critical drop last night on what could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play in the 7th. Kept the door open for the Mariners. Ackley got the second on the steal and scored. Bases loaded double by Casper Wells. 1-2. Felix sitting on 5 strikeouts through the first 8 men that he's faced. Not much of a lead at first. 2. Free call. No objection from Andino. He knew it. Half a dozen strikeouts through 3. Here's Tom Glasgow.
Abe from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's check in on the White Sox and Rangers in Chicago. It's a mismatch, to say the least. Let's pick up the action early. Bottom of the first, Kevin Youkilis strikes first with a 2-run rocket into left field. Then Adam Dunn follows with his 25th homer of the season. Alex Rios kept the home run derby going with a solo shot to center. The White Sox absolutely pounding the Rangers 19-0. It's our Sterling savings score. And by the way, guys, the all-time record for a shutout victory, 22-0.
That's a lot of runs. The only starter without a hit, Beckham, their second baseman. Everybody else is putting up numbers.
22. They have one more chance at it. They're in the top of the 8th inning. And being in Chicago, the White Sox will hit in the bottom of the 8th, and then that'll be it for them. So they need to find a way to score 3 runs if they want to tie that.
Hawk Harrelson must be in his glory tonight. Broken bat. That's going to be a base hit. Making his way to third is Flaherty. It's off the bat of Xavier Avery. Second hit against Felix in this inning and in the ballgame.
It's a busted bat. You can see it. Finds a hole over on the right side of the infield. Ackley was playing up the middle, not expecting him to pull it. But he'll give up a bat for a base hit off of Felix. Flaherty moving around to third. That'll bring up J.J. Hardy. Hardy fly out to left field his first time up. Yeah, Hawks having a good time today. Guarantee you that. Put it on the board a bunch of times.
You can hear him now. Stretch, stretch. Felix has runners at the corners now with 2 outs. First threat of the night in the ball game. Ball 1.
Just thinking, I wonder if he's given up on that when Dunn hits one. It's going to stretch if he gets it elevated. Just leave it alone. It's going into the seat somewhere.
2 for 2 night for Adam Dunn. 3 RB, 3 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. First back safely is Avery. Avery just called up. Back with a strike. Count even at 1-1.
44 pitches for Felix. He's throwing strikes, 30 strikes, 7 first pitch strikes out of the 11 batters that he has faced.
His fist. Strike 2, 1-2. Colorful night here at Safeco Field, Kings Court. That'll be the biggest section we've had since they've gone to this promotion. It has certainly been a big success here tonight. 4th of July theme. Levo going out to speak with Felix. A couple quick words. Counts 1-2 to Hardy. Two outs, 2 on. Levo keep the runner at third, moving down to second. On the wild pitch is Avery.
Take a look at this last pitch, thrown in the dirt. That looks like the slider hits off the heel of Olivo's glove.
They've changed their cadence out in left field now.
Do they have one person leading that, I wonder?
Wouldn't shock me. 2-2. Foul. Get a little rolling thunder. Take it nice and slow and build to a crescendo.
They do a good job. I think you're right, too. I think that's definitely the biggest crowd out there.
It's unique to baseball. Nobody else has anything like this. 2-2. Felix with 6 strikeouts.
He tried to go with the high fastball in the last pitch. See if he goes back to the changeup or the curveball down.
2-2. Struck him out. Oliva will throw down the smoke to complete it. That'll do it. 7 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. Felix gets out of a first and third jam. Go Field, the All-Star game. It may be next week, but there's another Midsummer Classic taking place at Safeco Field later this month. Be on hand July 23rd through the 25th. Derek Jeter, Robinson Cano, and the New York Yankees come to town. Face Ichiro Felix and the Mariners in their only visit to Seattle this season. Stars will be out, to pick up your tickets. See the Bronx Bombers right now. Mariners.com. Yankees lose again at Tampa Bay. They're winless down there. 7-4 victory for the Rays. See if the Mariners can generate some offense. They've been retired 6 up, 6 down by Wei-Yin Chen. There's Justin Smoke to lead it off. We're just shy of the King square, right on the perimeter of it. Looked like somebody made a catch. He did. He was standing there talking to somebody, looked up, and here comes the ball.
I think he caught it in his hat.
Good for him. 101 to Smoke. Take a look at this fan. There he is coming in. There he's got the cap. Nice.
It's impressive that he was able to hold on to his cap.
The end of the bat. Wei-Yin Chen got off to a terrific start. Going 4-0. Last Orioles pitcher to do that, opening season 4-0. Eric Bedard back in April of 06. Popped up. Shortstop Hardy settles under. 7 up, 7 down for Chen. Well, here's Dustin Ackley. Home run last night.
Nothing cheap about that one.
You know it.
Yeah, almost at the top row of the seats in right field.
He said the key last night I attributed to the early batting practice. He said the first couple of rounds of BP had absolutely nothing, felt lousy. The last couple of rounds he got better. He said, I've narrowed my stance, standing a little bit taller. And it felt good to him. It paid off that big home run last night. Went 1 for 3, scored twice. He's 0-2 here.
Well, it's good to hear. It's something that Eric has talked about. I know when I've talked to him about the hitters and kind of letting them find their own way. And for him, if he's talking about narrowing his stance and it helps, and Chris Chambliss working with these guys every day, then just trying to make some adjustments, find something that will work as he strikes out on a good fastball in the outside corner.
That plate appearance notwithstanding, he feels really good about what he achieved last night. Quick 2 outs. 8 in a row retired by Chen. That'll bring up Brendan Ryan. Mariners shortstop. He went 1 for 3 last night. Over the Mariners' first run, that was in the bottom of the 3rd.
Solid line drive that he hit back up the middle.
Good exhibition of small ball. That was in the 3rd last night. Figgins got a bloop that landed just behind 3rd. Kawasaki sacrificed them to 2nd. And a base hit by Ryan. Line drive right back to the pitcher, Chen. So Chen through the order has been perfect. First time around, no score at Safeco Field. three-game set. Time for an AT&T trivia question. What is Billy Hamilton's claim to fame in the minor leagues this season? I think I do know this. 100 steals in 78 games, 100 ribbies in 78 games, 100 Ks in 50, or a 15-0 record. Playing for Bakersfield in the California League. Oh, I do know this. I read this the other day. I'm out. All right, 733-733. Pitching duel here through three. Felix Hernandez has dealt with the only threat so far. As Chris Davis fouls one off, leading off the fourth. Felix stranded two in the third. Orioles got runners at the corners. Meanwhile, Wei-Yin Chin, 9 up, 9 down with 4 strikeouts.
.51 pitches for Felix, 35 strikes.
The 1-1 to Davis. It's in here,
52 pitches for Felix. It's actually pretty good when you consider the amount of strikeouts he has here early in the game. His last outing throwing 128 pitches. He was outstanding. And it looks like he's back on his game again tonight.
High pop. Saunders coming in, so is Wells. Ryan way out. Wells will take it. One out. Early BAL AT A going with the 100 steals. Here's Adam Jones for the second time. Adam Jones saw Casper Wells make a sliding catch in left field, take away a base hit. Felix with 7 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings. Strike one. That's former teammate. He has been the man for this ball club pretty much across the board in all stats. Leads him in stolen bases too. Strike 2.
For the Orioles, they came to the ballpark knowing it was going to be a long day. When you see Felix's name pop up with the way he's been throwing the baseball, you really want to do your damage on the first or the last day if you can of the series, because you're pretty sure that it's going to be a rough go tonight.
You know it. Felix last 3 games, 23 innings, 2 earnings, 2 earned runs, 0.78.
Yeah, 30 strikeouts.
Told by Greg Green it's the second largest team sport.
Second, huh?
For sure it was number 1. Pitch. Jones is gone. Strikeout number 8. 2 outs here in the 4th inning.
Well, Felix has punched out at least 2 batters in every inning. You take a look at this last pitch from Felix. That's the changeup grip. You take a look at it in our McDonald's Supermo. Again, great location. Felix always selling that pitch with some tremendous arm speed. If he wants to keep it going, he needs another strikeout here with Tommy.
Tommy took a called 3rd strike on a 3-2 pitch. First time up. He wasn't messing around. It's not like he broke his back. Got a base hit for his efforts. Give you an idea what people are talking about regarding the Mariners on Twitter right now. Felix Hernandez and Kings Court. The old Uncle Sam.
That's great.
That is terrific.
Look at the picture.
I love it.
Felix.
That's great. What a phenomenon. Matt Wieters, the catcher, struck out his first time. Strike 1.
Taylor's a good-looking young catcher for the Orioles, switch hitter. Same hometown as Justin Smoke.
You bet. Moose Creek, South Carolina, Charleston suburb. 1-2. We're playing with and against each other. God, that must be some little league team. Yeah, these two guys. Hey, can I see that birth certificate, please?
Yeah, I bet.
That must be just an incredible group. The 0-2. Tomey's going to take off. And he made it. Wild pitch. Second for Felix tonight.
Well, in the dirt. Again, it bounces away from Olivo. Ryan patting him on the back. How many guys do you think that'll happen to? Not many.
Yeah, right. Yeah. 1-2. Check. Well, as we talked about before, Tomey's one of the really good guys. I mean,
he has a lot of respect from the other players. Not much question about that. As you take a look at this check swing, I think he did. I think that's a good call.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. 8 strikeouts on the board for Felix. Felix coming off a 13 strikeout performance against the Red Sox in his last outing. Wind picking up just a little bit more. For a 2-2 count. Inside to Waiters.
I was just thinking that you go through the scouting reports, and I'm sure because Rick Adair spent his time here, he was probably part of it today with the going over Felix. I wonder what he told them. Buckle up.
You might get, as Ortiz said the other day, you might get 1 pitch tonight. You better hit it. 3-2. Ackley surrounds it. Throws out Waiters, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home fourth coming up. Top of the order for the Mariners, Ichiro, followed by Casper Wells and Kyle Seager. What a pitching duel here at Safeco Field. House today. Good to have him here, and look forward to having him here at Safeco Field before long. The stars align for the 2012 Major League Baseball All-Star Game as the best in the American League take on the National League's top players. Don't miss the action Tuesday, July 10th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. on Fox. So Zunino using a wood bat. First couple of rounds, it was okay. Then he heated up, and he hit a couple of balls over the shed in the Mariners bullpen.
He went up into the second deck a couple of times.
Wow, I mean, just cranking.
He'll get started on his career. I believe he's going to Everett, right? Everett
Yep.
Aqua Sox. Get started. Anxious to get started.
Ichiro fly to left. Slips one down to Ryan Flaherty. One down. 10 in a row retired by Wei-Yin Chen.
Chen, first time through the lineup. A lot of fastballs from him. First pitch to Ichiro was a breaking ball that he slapped to third. So we'll see how he goes at the Mariners the second time through the lineup. What kind of adjustments they make. 33 pitches for him, 28 strikes. It's just 5 balls, so he's in command of his game.
4 strikeouts. No one has reached.
10 batters, all of them first pitch strikes.
It's a winning formula. Bells took it, called third strike his first time. One. Chen pitched in Japan for 127 games. He's a guy that one time threw a career high 145 pitches at Hiroshima back on July 18th, 2010. Breaking ball hammered right at the shortstop, 2 down.
Hanging breaking ball, and that's what you're supposed to do with it. Hit it hard. Casper barreled that up. Unfortunate that was right at the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Another good at bat from Casper. See that pitch above the belt. Kyle Seager. I know he's been struggling a little bit lately, but he's put some good at bats together. In his first at bat in this game, he skied a ball again to right, but it was in the middle of the plate. And he put a good swing on it. He just is missing by a grain on his bat. That's squaring those up and making them line drives or hitting them into the seats. He's been close, and his first at bat was the same type of story that has been going on with him. So I don't think he's too far off from getting hot again.
Swing and a miss. 2 weeks since he last homered. He's at Arizona.
Kyle with 10 home runs on the year. Leads the club with 46 RBIs.
2 outs, 0-2 pitch coming.
Good eye, woo!
1-2. First batter Chen faced in the big leagues, Derek Jeter. Jeter took him out of the ballpark back on April 10th in Baltimore. First big league pitcher that's happened to since Cleveland, Zach Putnam. Wow, a Beltray home run on September 13th. That's 2011 in Texas as Seager is gone. Wei-Yin Chen. Wait on the Mariners right now as Chen is perfect through 4. and Wei-Yin Chen. Wei-Yin Chen's been perfect through 4. Felix has struck out 8 through his 4.
Watch
And
out.
throw and duck. Ryan there makes the play. 1 out. Nicely done. Wilson Bettamy is retired. That's scary when you see those hard liners go through the middle.
Good positioning from Brendan Ryan, though, after it gets by Felix, playing up the middle. Probably as good as anybody at that play. The spin, get rid of it quickly. Fine play by Brendan Ryan.
One out here in the 5th. Here's Ryan Flaherty. First base into the ball game. Singles right with 1 out in the 3rd.
Brendan Ryan. The facial hair kind of looks like that thing that Luke Scott had going earlier in the year.
Yeah, still has it.
Good movement on that fastball. Started in off the plate, hits the inside corner.
Flaherty in his first year in the bigs. Ultimate zone rating for the 2 shortstops in this ball game. Ryan leading the major leagues, and Hardy one of the best ones too.
Hardy's right up there in fielding percentage. Brendan, tremendous range, takes away a lot of hits. He's starting to swing the bat much better. I look for him to have a much better second half of the season. Be more productive, helping the club score some runs. He can do some things if he can find his way on base because he runs well.
It's like he's been reading a book about the Gilded Age of the 1870s with the robber barons. J.P. Morgan or somebody? 3-2.
And Dino waiting on deck.
Flaherty calls time. Well hit right field. Ichiro, though, is right there. And J.J. Hardy. Talked to him before the game, got his thoughts on Brendan Ryan.
He's really good. I mean, he's a guy that I mean, we even bring him up in our meetings, talking about how good he is. I mean, he's a guy that can play way over in the 6th hole. He plays a lot of shifts because his arm allows him to. I think he's got a lot more range than most shortstops, and makes the routine play. He's a great shortstop.
Let me correct myself. I'd say more Cornelius Vanderbilt than J.P. Morgan.
It's always a great compliment when your peers give you that type of praise. We can sit up here and talk. Yeah, absolutely. They're the guys that pay the most attention. They know what's going on. Hardy being a shortstop himself, so that's pretty good praise for Brendan Ryan.
Saunders going to get it. Makes the catch. Felix, easy inning. 1, 2, 3 against the bottom 3rd of the order. He's throwing a nice game, although Wei-Yin Chen, he's been perfect. Let's see if the Mariners can break it up. Guys starting to show itself here. Mariners looking to show some offense. It's been a tough go against Wei Yin Ching, young man from Taiwan. He's been perfect through the first 4 innings with 5 strikeouts. Jesus Montero, Miguel Olivo, Michael Saunders here in the home 5th. That's not to say Felix Hernandez has been a piker. He's got 8 strikeouts.
We're going about it a little bit different. Both of them have zeros on the scoreboard.
Montero, first time up, struck out on a 1-2 pitch.
Watching Chen, his fastball has been 92, 93 miles an hour, but Mariners late on his heater. I have to believe he has some late life to it. Nice smooth delivery, and the ball just jumps at home plate.
This kind of guys, I mean, it's tough enough to hit in the major leagues, but smooth guys like that are a little more difficult.
I think so, just because the guys that throw hard, they typically put a lot of effort into it, and you can time it a little bit better. But somebody that has a smoother delivery like Chen, I think is difficult. And then on top of that, the guys just haven't seen him before. You hope that they can make some adjustments. He's trying to work his way through the lineup for the second time.
Got a 1-2 count to Montero.
I think at this point, try to take something away from him, and I think you have to look at his fastball. That's a pitch that he's throwing the most, like most of the time. But if you can get on his fastball, you might have some bad swings against his changeup or breaking ball, but don't miss that heater. See the late swings from Montero. Another good fastball on his hands at 92 miles an hour. Trying to pitch him inside with the fastball. You can see from our tracer, all 3 of those pitches, fastballs in on his hands.
He's been pretty steady here tonight, coming in from center field. Two.
I think for Montero, he typically likes the ball out over the plate. If he's going to catch up to a good fastball, typically he likes it down in the zone. Not like a left-handed hitter would approach it.
Yep. The 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. 13 up, 13 down. Here's Tom Glasgow.
All right, Dave, welcome back to Forward Sports Desk. Let's check in on a couple of the top prospects in the Mariners organization in action tonight. It's our Banner Bank building to the future. Danny Holtzen for the Rainiers tonight, still in action. He's gone 3 innings, 5 hits and an earned run. Rainiers at home leading the Grizzlies of Fresno 3-2. James Paxton coming off a knee injury, 4 innings, just 2 hits, no earned runs for his Jackson Generals against the Montgomery Biscuits. Gotta love those minor league nicknames, guys.
I'll take a little butter, maybe some honey with my biscuits. Thank you very much. Gravy's not a bad choice either. Thank you, Tom. Montgomery Biscuits. Outside to Olivo. Frank Zunino, Florida Gator. #1 pick of the Mariners. Working in with the fellas today during batting practice. Put on one heck of an exhibition. 1-1. Olivo looks at ball 2.
Had a chance to talk to him a little bit last night. Seemed like a nice young man, anxious, ready to get started.
Three straight years, College World Series, not too shabby, matching feat that Seager and Ackley did at North Carolina. Player of the year in college baseball.
Oh, he's picked up a lot of hardware this year. I think he was saying he had one more trip to New York and then he's back playing again. He's looking forward to that.
That's Dad Greg there.
The Yankee farm system, right? His dad?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Saunders on deck. There's Greg. Quick worker. Olivo swinging a miss. 3 strikeouts in a row. 7 for the game. 14 up, 14 down. Nannino, a catcher. He was a shortstop coming up early years in high school before turning to catching. And his mom, a big influence on him regarding catching because she was a catcher on the Italian softball team. International competition. All one to Saunders, who grounded out to second. This kid's a strike throwing machine, 1-1.
Yeah, 55 pitches now, 41 strikes.
Career best 7 strikeouts, 1-1. Look out.
Trying to keep pace with Felix.
Felix with 8, Chin with 7. Felix 13 strikeouts last time out against Boston. 1-2 to Saunders. Breaking ball. Did not go. This is Brian Knight, counted 2-2. Saunders just back after a bout with the flu.
Imagine it'll take him a couple of days to get his strength back.
Two.
Another late swing on the fastball from Chen.
Chen, a 3-2 record on the road, ERA of 3.98. Last one on the road was 3 starts ago at Atlanta with 7 innings, a 2-0 victory. 2-2. Third baseman Flaherty giving a chase.
Seventh pitch of this at bat coming up to Michael Saunders, so Michael at least making him work. It will be the 60th pitch overall for Chen. Rick Adair, former Mariner pitching coach, now the pitching coach for the Orioles.
Chen's ready. 2-2 to Saunders. Chen on 4 days rest. Working quite efficiently here. 2-2 to Saunders again. Struck him out. He is perfect through 5, everybody, with 8 strikeouts, striking out the side here in the 5th, and 4 in a row total. Scoreless ball game. What a duel. Their hero, 8 strikeout through 5 innings. Let's revisit AT&T trivia questions. Billy Hamilton's claim to fame. Fans went with A. Survey says Indeed it is. 100 steals in 78 games. He had 103 stolen bases last season. First minor leaguer since the 01 season with 100 plus in a season. A minor league record. Vince Coleman, 145 in 1983. Donnell Nixon, 144 in 1983. Single A affiliate in Bakersfield. It was a Mariner affiliate.
Donnell Nixon, brother of Otis Nixon.
Wheels there.
Yeah. Remember, Otis was in the minor leagues with me when we were with the Expos together, and he said that Donnell was actually faster than he was, which I couldn't believe at the time because Otis was one of the fastest humans I'd ever seen. Otis playing in the big leagues with the Expos and the Braves, I know.
Did you play with Dion?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otis maybe a step faster?
A
hair?
Maybe, as this base hit goes into left field to a leadoff single for Avery, his second hit of the game. Boy, I'll tell you what. That's a race I would like to be at.
Yeah. Fourth hit for the Orioles, 2 of them by Avery. Zunino and Flaherty have Tomei and Flaherty have the other 2. We'll get to Zunino in a couple of years, rushing it a little bit. Hoping he'll come up. We'll have him up in the booth at some point. J.J. Hardy, fly to left and a strikeout. Strike one.
I'd like to see that again in the major leagues. Somebody that's able to go out and get 80, 90 bags in a season.
Amen.
It's a lot of fun to watch those guys go about their business. I was fortunate to play with Ricky Henderson and Vince Coleman. Tremendous base steals.
Hamilton. We just talked about Billy Hamilton said he wants to double up. He wants to go for 206 this year.
Really? That's a lot of wear and tear on the body, I can tell you that. I haven't seen him before, but hopefully he's put together. Ricky Henderson certainly was. He looked like a running back.
With that in mind, best bet to do the Lou Brock going in straight in with the pop-up slide or chest first like Ricky Henderson?
It's hard to argue with the best ever, which is Ricky.
That's over Ryan's head, a base hit. Saunders boots it. Wells will have to get it back in. So a base hit, E8. And now the Orioles here in the 6th. Runners at the corners again.
And Michael's been outstanding this year in center field. Take a look at this ball. Comes up just a little bit, hits off the heel of his glove, but that's a mistake. Felix has been able to strike out a number of batters, and he'll have to do that now. You can see Avery shutting it down. Then once Michael kicks it in center, cruises on into third. The Orioles are 0 for 2 so far in the game with men in scoring position. I think Vince Coleman, he slid feet first, right?
Yeah.
I think he did for the most part.
Chris Davis, power threat here for the Orioles. His 14 home runs, second Adam Jones is 19.
Let's take another look, see if we can see if the ball bounces funny on Michael Saunders. Again, he's been exceptional in the outfield. Looks like the ball is down and down. Should be dying right about now. It does. It hit something. That ball did come up.
He had that all the way. And wonder what it was that he hit. 1-0 pitch. Line drive center field. Baltimore leads it 1-0. Chris Davis with an RBI, his 39th, 3 straight hits against Felix Hernandez. Scoring on a play is Avery, down to second J.J. Hardy.
Well, the Orioles, third time through the lineup in his 3 consecutive hits. Back up the middle again off of Felix. Bring up the Orioles' best player in Adam Jones.
39th RBI for Davis. Jones leads the ball club with 42. Davis right behind him, breaking a tie with Wieters for second place. Baltimore club playing without Nick Markakis and Nolan Reimel, two of their better outfielders. CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Felix at 94, Chen at 93. Outside, Olivo and Felix thought they had something there. 2-0.
And that's a pitch that Felix has been getting in the game. Didn't get the call that time for Mike Winters.
To Adam Jones. Another base hit up the middle. J.J. Hardy's coming around. He's going to score. 2-0 Baltimore. Station to station. Working out well here for the Orioles in the 6th. For Jones, his 43rd RBI.
Looks like a pretty good pitch from Felix. This pitch is down and on the outside corner. Have to give Jones a lot of credit for that base hit, because that's a well-located fastball in the outside corner. He hits it back up the middle again. The Orioles, 4 consecutive base hits for him. Now that'll bring out Carl Willis, the pitching coach. Felix really had been cruising up to this inning.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express consent of the Seattle Mariners. Carl out there. Got to break that Baltimore momentum. Going out to break it up is Mike Winters, crew chief. He made Mike take the full 60 feet walk.
Jim Thome waiting on deck. Jim 1 for 2. He struck out looking his first time up and then had a base hit to left field. His last time up, broke his bat but ended up with a base hit.
Wei-In Chin throwing a perfect game against the Mariners through 5. Felix right now behind 2-0. Yet to get an out here in the 6th. 2 on, 2 in. Over Perez, starting to heat up. For 1.
He's pitched well since being called up. Fastball will be around 94, 95 miles an hour. Good slider.
1-1 to Thome. Pounds it down to first. Smoke will take the easy out. Runners advance, 1 down.
Unfortunately, that's as good as a bunt.
1 out. Runners at second and third. This year, the Mariners, they're proud to induct Randy Johnson and Dan Wilson into the Mariners Hall of Fame. We want you to share in the celebration. Join Alvin Davis, Edgar Martinez, and other special guests for the Hall of Fame luncheon on Friday, July 27th, right here at Safeco Field down on the field. Lunch is going to be filled with great moments from the memorable careers of Randy and Dan. So for more information, go to mariners.com/HOF. 1 out. Runners at second and third for catcher Matt Wieters. Strikeout victim. And he also bounced out to second. 2-0 on RBIs by Davis and Jones here in the 6th. Strike 1. Sixth hitter this inning for Baltimore.
All right, now Felix needs to strike out or keep the ball on the infield. The way Chen is pitching, you don't want to give in too many more runs to the Orioles. Wedge has the infield up.
Felix in his 14th start against Baltimore. Record of 5-4. 3.46 ERA.
90th pitch coming up for Felix.
1-1 to Wieters. Another base hit to center field. That's going to get Davis. That's going to get Jones. And they've got a 4-0 lead. The Orioles getting to Felix here in the 6th inning. 2 RBIs for Wieters gives him 40 on the season.
Again, another pitch. This pitch is off the plate away. And Wieters reaches out and just punches it back up the middle. So everything going the Orioles' way here in this inning. You can see Olivo set up off the plate. Looked like he was going to make a snap throw down to third.
Rick Witt's coming to get his ace. Chased here in the 6th by the Baltimore Orioles. It's a 4-0 lead. Oliver Perez will take over.
Root Sports is brought to you by Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. By Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And by your Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Let's reconnect with Dave and Mike.
All righty, as we look at another good-looking sunset here in Seattle. The sun is set on Felix Hernandez in the Kings Court here in the 6th.
Well, Felix, 5 1/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Didn't walk anybody. 8 strikeouts, 90 pitches. He threw 62 strikes. For Felix, it looked like he was going to really have a special night. 8 strikeouts early in the game, and then things just kind of fell apart for him here in this inning as the Orioles have been able to put together 5 base hits out of the 6 batters. Oliver Perez taking over, a 1.42 ERA in just 6 1/3 innings, but 6 strikeouts for him. Good fastball. It'll be around 94, 95 miles an hour. He'll use a slider.
Wilson Betemeet's his first hitter. Betemeet 1 for 4 against Perez with a home run.
Betemeet, the switch hitter. Turns around and hits right-handed. Having a good year for the Orioles, hitting .267 with 10 home runs.
Ball away, 1-1. 7th man to the plate here in the 6th inning for Baltimore. 5 hits, all singles. 4 going up the middle. Big hack. 1-2.
Now that Felix is out of the game, the story is going to be Chen. And can the Mariners get something going against him? So far, Chen has been perfect through 5 innings.
1 out, runner at first. 4 runs in. Dribbled down to Ryan. Throws out Betemeet. Down to second goes Wieters. 2 outs. comes Ryan Flaherty.
Flaherty 1 for 2 in the game. And a base hit his first time up. That was back in the 3rd inning. And a fly ball to right field. Orioles are 3 for 6 with men in scoring position.
$16,270 on hand here at Safeco Field tonight. Fouled back by Flaherty. Flaherty 6'3", 210. Born in Portland, Maine, lives in Franklin, Tennessee. Selected by the Orioles from the Cubs in Rule 5, December of 2011. Strike 2 on good looking breaking pitch. The 0-2. Strike 3 call. Good looking pitch by Oliver Perez, but a lot of damage done by the Orioles. 4 runs on 5 hits, and they're in a man left. They chase Felix Hernandez and lead 4-0.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Ford. We are local. By Widmer Brothers Brewing, craft brewing in Portland, Oregon since 1984. And by Burger King and the new summer barbecue menu at Burger King. Let's have a barbecue today. How about a hit or two at Safeco Field? Dave and Mike?
I hear you, Tom. No question about it. What a performance by Wei-Yin Chen of the Baltimore Orioles. He's been perfect through 5 innings with 8 strikeouts, and we're pleased to welcome Mike Zunino to the booth, #1 pick of the Mariners this year. Spoke to him before the game. Good to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to have you with us, man. Great job. What was it like taking BP down there? Because you were raking.
Yeah, it was something else. I mean, just to be able to hit with the big league squad and just to be able to interact with some of the guys was a great time.
What's it mean to be the #1 pick for you?
Oh, it just feels good to know that my hard work and everything's paid off. But, I mean, I'm still hungry for more, and I want to just keep out there working hard.
When are you going to start playing, Mike?
The 10th. I'll report the 10th and may not play right away, take some batting practice and get built in with everything and go from there.
You got to get used to it with bat, right?
Oh, man. I've swung it throughout the fall and stuff like that, so I'm feeling pretty good with it.
How big of an adjustment are we talking about?
I mean, with the new bats in college, I mean, I don't think it's a huge adjustment. Okay. But it's one of those where you just got to really concentrate and just use the sweet part of the bat and just square balls up.
I heard you talking a lot about it's important for you as far as your defense goes and working with the pitchers. What part of your game do you think is at its best, and what parts do you think you need to work on?
Oh, man. Well, I wish I could say I'm good at everything, but that's far from the truth. So I think I'm just going to try to improve everything I can every day. And, I mean, it's almost going to be like starting from square one with the new pitching staff and getting my feel for them back in order and just getting back in the swing of things.
Now, I know because I just spoke to your dad, who's in the back waiting for you now, and he's in the business, obviously scouting for the Reds, I believe. But he was also working with the Expos when I signed him a long time ago. So familiar friend Gary Hughes was the scouting director at the time. So with that background with your dad, I'm sure he's been able to help you on what to expect. You're going to start in Everett. And do you put any expectations on yourself this year and how far you want to go, or even next year?
I mean, it's one of those where I've been fortunate enough to see minor league facilities and how it's run and how the players are. And it's one of those where I'm really not going to put too much expectation out there. I'm just going to go out there and try to play hard every day and just try to do what I do best, and that's play. And whether Tom or Jack think I'm ready to advance, it's obviously their call. They're making the calls for us, so I'm just going to go out there and try to make it easy and play well.
There you go.
Who was your favorite catcher over these years since you were as a shortstop? Your shortstop as a younger kid, but as a catcher, who's the guy that you like to watch?
Oh, man, probably Yadier Molina. I mean, he's so good defensively, and the way he managed the game back there is something else. He's one of the best in the game right now, and every time he's back behind the dish, it's just fun to watch.
That is a very good selection. 2-2 here to Ackley. 16 in a row by Wei-Yin Chin. How about this kid tonight? Perfect game so far.
Yeah, it's one of those. I was watching it before, and we were sitting down the third base line. I was looking at the radar guns. It was 93-94. It's rather impressive.
2 outs here. 17 up, 17 down. We're in the 6th.
Butterflies today?
Surprisingly, no.
Really good.
Good. I signed last night, so I didn't have to worry about that today. And I mean, Florida.
Good to get the business out of the way. There you go.
Florida's been one of the best places to get me prepared with talking to the media and just handling myself. So I'm grateful for that. And honestly, when it comes down the field and meeting the guys, they welcomed me and treated me like I was one of the guys already. So going out there and taking batting practice is one of the easier parts. That's just where I just trust it.
Mike, congratulations, man. Good to have you on board.
You,
good luck to you. Look forward to seeing you up here soon, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Mike Zunino, #1 pick in the Mariners. Brendan Ryan popping up to the catcher, Matt Weeder. 6 innings, perfect baseball. Wei-Yin Chin.
Up 4-zip on the Mariners as we are into the 7th inning now. Tom Glasgow with you from the Forage Sports Desk. We just heard from Mike Zunino. Might not be too long, and he'll catch a couple of guys in action tonight down on the farm. That would include lefty Danny Holtzen at Tacoma. His night is over. 5 innings, 6 hits, and earned run. Rainier's leading Fresno. As that game, check it, has now gone final. The Rainiers with a 4-2 victory, and James Paxton tonight with 4 very good innings for Jackson in their loss this evening. So encouraging outings for both guys tonight, guys.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. Here's Robert Andino fouling one off. Oliver Perez, if you're just joining us, took over for Felix Hernandez, who got knocked around in the 6th inning and was chased by these Orioles. It was the 3rd time around for Baltimore against Felix. They went up with a very simple attack plan, stay up the middle.
Well, and they hit some pretty good pitches off of Felix, pitches that were on the corner away from him, or maybe even just off of the plate.
Breaking ball hit the center field. Saunders to his right. Easy play. 1 out, 0 for 3 night for Andino. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Orioles tomorrow, 1:10 start time. Day off / travel day Thursday, 3 with the A's, and then a nice break. 4 days off for the Mariners. And the Texas Rangers come to town. Top of the order for the O's now. Xavier Avery. He has 2 of the 8 hits. He's also scored a run. Strike 1 on the swing, says Mike Winters. Another bender, good one.
It looks like he has a good slider working to the left-handed hitters tonight. Again, the velocity for Perez, he can top out at 95, 96 miles an hour. Fastball's been around 92 this evening.
The 0-2. He gives left-handers a lot of movement. Perez.
Yeah. Drops down a little bit. And again, good fastball. A lot like Charlie Furbish. Charlie has been outstanding this year, the first half of the season for the Mariners.
Lefty's hitting 250 over against Oliver. Right-hander's 267. Missed with the fastball.
That was a good fastball at 95. Tried to hit the outside corner and missed with it. I would bet that 250 average against lefties, that number will go down the more that he pitches.
Two and two. Four nothing Baltimore lead. The story, Felix Hernandez chased the bigger story. Perfect game thus far for Wei-Yin Chin of the Orioles. 2-2.
Well, for the Mariners, getting to the top of the 7th inning, it'll be right back to Ichiro again. So the guys that worked their way through the lineup for the 3rd time. You can see all those pitches away from Avery. Going away again, looks like with a fastball.
2-2. Start the full count with J.J. Hardy, the shortstop, on deck. He's 1 for 3.
8th pitch of this at bat coming up.
Pitch to Avery. Perez will take it himself. That was an awkward looking play. Flips the smoke. He got the out. That's all that matters, but it was aesthetically not one of the better looking plays you're going to see. Ride Sound Transit. Save on gas and parking. Plus help the environment. Visit soundtransit.org for details. 2 outs.
I think Miguel Olivo saw the same thing, so he made a trip out to mound just to make sure that Oliver is okay. That was awkward looking, wasn't it? Almost looked like a spike got caught up or something.
Absolutely.
Take a look at it. He gets over in good shape. I thought he was just going to tag the runner, then he decided to flip it.
Right there, I thought for sure he was going to tag him. 2 outs. Here's Hardy.
Take another look at it. Good shape there. Tag the runner.
Getting ready for the triple jump in London. 0-1.
Good fastball again at 95 on the inside corner.
So much movement. 1-2 count.
He definitely has some deception to his delivery. It's interesting. Again, it's been a starter throughout his career, and comes over to the Mariners. They put him in the bullpen, and that's going to be a good move for him. We talked about it. A left-hander that can throw strikes and then has his type of fastball. He can pitch for a long time doing this type of job.
Pick up 2 innings here, 2 innings there. Absolutely. He's been with San Diego, Pittsburgh, the Mets. He was with the Mets from 06 through 2010, and then bounced around since late in the since after the 10 season. A lot of minor league work. On deck hitter, Chris Davis, big RBI in the 6th. The Orioles on the board. You got a 2-2 count to Hardy. Jumped on that breaking ball, hooked it foul.
Yeah, I think he wanted to throw that breaking ball at his back foot and left it up in the zone. 7th pitch of the at bat coming up.
Get to it. Can't. Base hit.
He knew he was going to have to spin and get rid of it quickly, and he started to spin a little bit early. I don't think he would have been able to get Hardy. Hardy runs well, but this is deflected off of the glove of Perez. It goes back up the middle, and Brendan Ryan looks like he's in good shape, and you can see him trying to start his spin. And that would have been a tough one to finish. That'll be a base hit for Hardy. Hardy now 2 for 4.
9 hits for Baltimore. Here's Chris Davis. 1 for 3, runs scored, and an RBI. Strike 1 to Chris. Davis, a big man. 6'3", 232. Longview, Texas, lives in Dallas. Oh, 2 pitch from Perez. Strike 3 call. Davis, no objection. Good work by Oliver Perez. Home 7th. You've got Wei-Yin Chen throwing a perfect game. Ichiro is going to do his best to try to break this baby up. 4-0 Baltimore. 3-game set. The Orioles only visit to Seattle. And fans, be sure to check out the all-new Roots Sports Game Connect, an interactive second screen experience bringing fans closer to the game with live stats, trends, and analysis. Roots Sports Game Connect. Connect now at rootsports.com. Perfect game being thrown by Wei-Yin Chen. This is a night that there's some folks from Taiwan where Mr. Chen hails from. He's got a perfect game through 6. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger, Felix Hernandez didn't have it. 5 1/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, 8 strikeouts. They chased him with a big 4-run 6th. Here's Ichiro. Fly to left, ground out to third. Breaking ball for strike 1.
Third baseman Ryan Flaherty playing in on the grass, trying to take the bunt away from Ichiro.
He has been just marvelous with first pitch strikes tonight.
No, he has. He's thrown first pitch strike to 17 out of the 19 batters that he has faced.
One to Ichiro. And that is a foul ball. Wow, that was close. Mark Wegner, the first base umpire. 1-2 to Ichiro.
Looked like it took a funny hop before it got to first base. I thought it was going to be a fair ball. That means the first baseman making a diving play, but it looks like it's going to be fair. And it is just foul. Good call.
1-2 count here to Ichiro. Top of the order, Ichiro, Wells, and Seager here in the 7th.
And Chen, good shape with his pitch count. 76 pitches overall, 56 strikes.
Ichiro trying to break an 0 for his last 10. No, that's going to get fouled. Eight strikeouts for Wei-Yin Chen. Lost his last 2 ball games after winning 3 consecutive. And on top of things tonight, the 1-2. Slow breaking ball struck him out. Strikeout number 9. 1 out here in the 7th.
Watch him work. This one, slowest breaking ball yet. This one at 69 miles an hour. Ichiro just can't wait for it to get there. He's out in front of it, but a good pitch from Chen. Going through the Mariners lineup tonight, Dave, I'm looking, and I think there's been 2 balls that have been hit hard.
You bet. Off
of Chen. One by Wells, who's at the plate now. He lined out to short, and one by Smoke, who also lined out to short.
Correct. That's exactly what I have. Goes back to that deceptive motion by Mr. Chen, real smooth, and then he lobs that thing up there.
Yeah, 69 miles an hour. I think the only breaking ball we've seen that's been at a lower velocity, and that it was basically the eephus pitch by Padilla, who threw a curveball up there at 50.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
That was something. That was really something. 1-1 count to Wells. 1 out, nobody on. 19 in a row retired by Wei-Yin Chen. Ichiro's foul ball. Here's where the ball looks like it's over the bag on this view. Different angle, same point in time, clearly a foul ball. Mark Wegner was in excellent position to make that call.
Great camera work there. Good job, guys. Clearly a foul ball.
Wells got a 1-2. And even. Two to Wells. game in Chicago we talked about earlier is over. 19-2, the final. White Sox over the Rangers. Mets put one on the Phillies 11-1. A lot of runs scored tonight. Cleveland 9-5 over the Angels. 2-2. Ball 3 to Wells.
Casper's made him work. 7th pitch of the at bat coming up. Kyle Seager waiting on deck.
19 in a row retired by Chen. Payoff to Wells. Line drive. Deep left field. It is gone. That's how you break up a perfecto. Home run for Wells, his 3rd. RBI number 16. And the Mariners are on the board. 4-1 Baltimore. Charged it up.
I was wondering what Chet was going to do. 3-2 count. Would he dare throw a breaking ball? Maybe preserving the no-hitter, but losing the perfect game if he walked him. But he challenged him with a fastball at 92 miles an hour. It looks like it's in the middle of the plate. And Casper Wells, again, who's been swinging the bat well, gives it a ride out into the bullpen. Weeder's making a trip out to the mound to make sure that Chen is okay. But this is a fastball, middle. And the Mariners finally catch up to one of them as Casper barrels that one up and hits it off the walkway out into the bullpen.
376 feet. First home run for Wells since June 16th against the Giants. Seager, ground ball, gobbled up by Betterman. He'll take it himself. 2 outs. Finally, some offense for the Mariners. 2 outs in the 7th. Hit at the end of the inning.
We'll bring up Montero. Montero, tough night so far. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both of them swinging.
Pick one, Jesus. Everything he's fouling off is going right side.
Yeah, he's been late on the fastball. All 3 at bats so far. Casper Wells finally catching up to one.
Wells coming off a 2 for 3. 3 RBI performance last night. 0-2 to Montero. The ball pulled foul.
Josh Kinney getting loose in the Mariners pen.
Out bat goes out to shortstop and J.J. Hardy.
And he was able to get in his kitchen there. Just sawed it off.
Hardy pantomimed like he was going to throw it a la Roger Clemens and then decided to wait for the bat boy to get there. That's ugly.
See how far this gets in on the hands.
0-2 here to Montero. What a start. Wang Chen retired the first 19 men that he faced, striking out 9 before giving up a home run on a 3-2 pitch to Casper Wells. It's the 0-2. Well tagged, deep right center field. Jones, center fielder, yields to Chris Davis. That'll do it for the Mariners. They get their first hit, their first run. A home run by Casper Wells, his 3rd of the season. It's 4-1 Orioles.
Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's check in on the Angels and Indians continuing their series in Cleveland. We'll pick it up with Albert Pujols at the plate. This is in the 5th inning. He goes yard, 13th home run of the season. But former Mariner Jose Lopez will double down the third baseline later. That'll tie the game, and Cleveland goes on to get the victory by a final of 9-5.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Here we go with Adam Jones here in the 8th. Albert Perez came on with 1 out in the 6th. Adam jumping out of his shoes with that swing. Strike 1.
Adam with a base hit in the 6th inning to drive in a run. He's 1 for 3 tonight.
Perez has faced six hitters, struck out 2, giving up a hit.
That's a good breaking ball. I'm talking about it earlier with Perez trying to throw that pitch at the back foot of the right-handed hitters. He was able to get it there this time, and Adam swings over the top of it.
4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Baltimore. A run on 1 hit, 1 error. For the Mariners, that 1 hit, a home run by Casper Wells. 0-2 here to Jones. And 2 here to Jones. Slipped out of his hand.
When Adam was first breaking in, there was a lot of people comparing him and his talents to Eric Davis. His numbers are starting to look like Eric Davis type of numbers, with 19 home runs and 11 stolen bases going into the break.
Saw Eric in March. Looks good. Even out in LA. 1-2. Well tagged to right field. Ichiro towards the corner. Leaps and makes a catch. Got to step off of the wall. Nicely done. Follow the Mariners with the MLB.com at Bat 12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. You get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at BAT to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. Tome strikeout looking, base hit to left, and a ground out to first. Strike 1.
Hey, Jim! That first inning didn't work for you.
Pitch.
Yep, a couple of sliders to Tomey. Tomey again coming over from the Phillies. It's 2 for 10 since joining the Orioles. I think he's going to help them, especially hitting in their ballpark.
Oh, 364 to the gap. Both sides.
95 degrees out.
Baltimore PR department put out a breakdown of Tomey's home runs, and he is extraordinary in June, July, and August. Career with, 343 home runs. 128 in June, 103 in July, and 112 in August. Oh, 2 count. Struck him out. Good heat. Worked by Perez, his 3rd strikeout.
Well, after a couple of sliders, he comes back with a high fastball at 95 miles an hour. Jim not able to catch up to it. We'll take a look at our McDonald's Supermo and the swing of Tomey, just tardy on the good fastball.
So Perez, a good outing for him. Eric Wedge making a pitching change. 2 outs here in the 8th. It's 4-1 Orioles.
On Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank. Life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Let's reconnect with Dave and Mike.
Thank you, Tom. Mariner debut for Josh Kenny. Mariners down 4-1.
Kenny recently recalled from Tacoma. Been in the big leagues with St. Louis and Chicago. This will be his Mariners debut.
He's got 58 major league games under his belt. And Oliver Perez, nice work striking out 3 in his 2 1/3 innings.
He pitched well, didn't walk anybody, was effective with his slider, had the real good fastball going again, topping out at 95 miles an hour. So Perez, who joined the club on the last road trip, has pitched well.
And Wieters, the hitter. 193 left-hand hitter compared to 403 right-hand. That's the Eric Wedge move.
Let's see what Kenny did last year. Just 13 appearances for him, 17 2/3 innings. Had 20 strikeouts. That's a good number, but too many hits, 23 hits.
Into left field, right to Will. Nice work by Mr. Kenny. Throws a couple pitches, gets an out. Not getting any earlier for the Mariners, who trail 4-1.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Mariners down 4-1. Wei-Yin Chen, young man from Taiwan, has been outstanding tonight. He retired the first 19 men that he faced before he gave up a home run on a 3-2 pitch to Casper Wells with 1 out in the 7th. No walks, 9 Ks. He is bested Felix Hernandez, who was chased after 5 1/3.
And you saw the 92 pitches for him. A season high 107. And now that the shutout, the no-hitter, all that stuff is gone, I imagine this will be his last inning. There is some action out in the Orioles' pen.
They have a very good pen. Slow breaking ball to Olivo. Pedro Strop working out, getting ready. Olivo, fly ball left field. Avery's under. Make sure you celebrate the 4th of July at the ballpark tomorrow. Join us tomorrow for an afternoon for a U.S. Bank Mariners matinee. It's going to be the Mariners wrapping up with the Orioles. Special start time, note this, 1:10, not 12:40, 1:10. Get tickets to catch America's favorite pastime. Safe Go Field tomorrow when you pick up your tickets at Mariners.com. 4th of July.
Weather's supposed to be good tomorrow.
Like the sound of that.
Yeah, come out to the ballpark before you get started on all the events in the evening.
Ducking fireworks later on.
Yes, please do.
What a 1 to Saunders, back to battling the flu. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out to second and a strikeout. One run tonight, 1 hit. Eric Wetz ball clutch. Line drive, left center field. Avery, there is the second hit. Makes a dive, can't come up with it. Saunders will settle in at second base with his 19th double of the season with 1 out here in the 8th.
Hey, Michael gets a fastball and it's up away from him, goes with it. Good piece of hitting from Saunders. He's shown the ability to do that all year. That's why one of the big improvements for Michael, as you see Avery trying to make the diving catch.
William Nathaniel Buck Showalter making a pitching change. He's going to get his young left-hander Wei-Yin Chen, who was marvelous tonight. 1 run on 2 hits, 7+ innings. He'll be back with the pitching change right after this. Wei-Yin Chen, marvelous performance this evening. Good numbers here, Mike.
He was outstanding tonight. Just 2 hits over 7 1/3. 1 run, it was earned. That was a solo home run from Casper Wells. 9 strikeouts, did not walk a batter. 97 pitches for him, 73 of those for strikes. He was clearly on his game. 73 strikes out of 97 pitches. We take a look at our Nissan shift to the bullpen. Bring us Pedro Strop. Some interesting numbers for him. Great ERA at a 1.25. 36 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, but 19 walks. Opponent's average 172, but that's a lot of walks. He has given up 1 home run this year.
Former infielder with Texas, then converted into a pitcher. Orioles picked him off of waivers last September. Smoke the hitter. Smoke tonight, popped to shortstop and lined out to shortstop. 1 out Saunders at second with a double. Here in the 8th. And that's a wild pitch. Getting down to third is Saunders. I'll hold him up right there. Leaders recovers.
Mariners trying to come back in this game. We talked about the 19 walks, so Strop can get a little bit wild. This pitch is just a fastball. Spikes it, hits the shin guard of the umpire. Let Saunders get over to third, so Smoke can pick up an RBI here if he can put the ball in play. Count in his favor at 2-0.
That'll play by Smoke. Justin 3 for his last 26. Hopefully he'll be climbing out of that valley soon. There you go. Here's a good start. Picks up an RBI. 4-2 ball game. Base hit and an RBI for Smoke. For Smoke, his 33rd run batted in. Scoring is Saunders.
Solid base hit from Justin Smoke. He gets another fastball. This one is up out over the plate. Smoke gets it hard back up the middle to pick up an RBI. Get the Mariners a little bit closer.
Good to see him pick up the base hit and the RBI. Last night, Ackley went yard late. Started tonight feeling good about what he had accomplished last evening. He struck out tonight, flied out to right. 1 for 3 with that home run. Big shot last night as he and Olivo went back to back. That was in the 8th inning. He's ahead in the count 2-0.
Ackley hit a fastball. That was the first pitch fastball. Should get a fastball here to hit.
Ackley representing the tying run. He's got a 2-0 count. It's a strike. Off the glove of the third baseman Flaherty. Tying runs aboard. Go-ahead run's going to come to the plate.
Nobody throwing in the Orioles bullpen, so John Jaso comes out to pinch hit for Brendan Ryan. We take a look at this base hit from Dustin Ackley, going with the pitch, a diving effort. Not able to come up with it, so the Mariners having some action here late. It seems like this is what they do, scoring runs late in the game. As we take a look at our McDonald's Supermo, off the end of the glove of Flaherty, the third baseman. Rick Adair, the pitching coach, out to the mound with John Jaso pinch hitting for Brendan Ryan.
Jaso has been outstanding in his opportunities this year. 3 for 9, couple of RBI. 273 hitter, 3 homers, 20 runs batted in.
So far with Strop, he's fallen behind hitters and they're hitting the fastball. Jaso, I'm sure, paying attention to that. He's going to be ready for the heater. He likes to jump on a fastball early in the count when he comes off the bench to hit.
Pinch hitting, Mariners leading in the American League. Jaso, Thursday against Boston, 9th inning. First pitch, ripped it into right field for a base hit to win the ball game in the 9th. He's got 2 on here. First pitch swinging, pulls it foul.
That looked like it was a breaking ball, maybe the slider from Stroke. A lot of success, first pitch swing, 7 for 14 with a home run.
Good mindset. All 1-1.
He is throwing hard. That last fastball at 98 miles an hour. Charlie Furbish getting loose in the Mariners' pen.
Jaso representing the go-ahead run. 2 on, 1 out. Takes for ball 2. Jaso walked the last time he had seen Pedro Strop. Here's the 2-1. Out off. 2-2.
Now last fastball at 97 in the outside corner, but it was elevated. An aggressive swing from Jaso. Ichiro waiting on deck.
3 hits this inning for the Mariners. Aaron O'Day warming up. 2-2. Staying alive. Ackley at first, you get Smoke at second. 1 out, a 2-2 count to John Jaso. Great opportunity here for the Mariners. 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Smoke to third. They're going to wave him around. The throw from Davis, cut off. RBI. John Jaso comes up big again. Now it's a 4-3 Baltimore lead. Ackley holds it second. John Jaso, he has really been something. For Jaso was 21st. Run batted in.
Well, he's been really good is what he's been. 4 for 10 now. Pinch hitting this year. Those pinch hit appearances are late in games, so you're getting the best from the opposing team. He gets a good fastball again at 97 miles an hour and hits it hard out into right field. Smoke coming around to score to make it a 1-run game. Kawasaki will pinch run now for Jaso. He would have come into the game to play shortstop anyway. But another good at bat from Jaso.
3rd RBI as a pinch hitter. Here's Ichiro. Chance to tie or better. Looks at ball 1. So Wei In Chin in jeopardy. Not getting a W here tonight. Here's a ground ball, second base. And Dano, they get a Hardy. Betamete, no. Ichiro beats it out. Down to 3rd, Ackley, 2 down.
And that'll bring up Casper Wells. He was the hero last night with the bases loaded and doubled in the right center field gap to clear the bases, and he's already homered in the game tonight, breaking up the perfect game from Chen. Casper hitting ball out into the Orioles bullpen, his 3rd home run of the year.
The opportunity is here. Couple runs in, Saunders and Smoke.
Mariners haven't had many opportunities there, but they are 2 for 3 with men in scoring position tonight.
Two outs. Runners at the corners. Wells on a 3-2 pitch took Chen deep. Left field seats to break up the perfect game in the 7th. Hero last night, bases loaded double. Three-2 pitch. 1 out in the 7th. Here's what Wells did with it. Nice work. Seventh man to the plate here for the Mariners in the 8th inning.
unfortunate. Yeah, there you go on the tracer. That pitch was on the plate. Good break for Casper. 0-2. Tough to hit a guy that's throwing 98 miles an hour, waiting for that slider, but 1-1 is much better count for him.
2 outs, 2 on.
There's the slider.
Ball 2 strikes to Will. Throw stroke. He is the second pitcher tonight. Shen threw a marvelous ball game. 26-year-old from Taiwan. Extensive pitching experience in Japan. 1-2 pitch. Ichiro takes off. That hit him. Yes, it did. That'll load him up. Ichiro was running on the pitch. That loads him up for Kyle Seager, club's RBI leader.
Looks like he catches him on the forearm.
They got a heck of a welt to show for it.
Yeah, I'm sure this pitch at 99 miles an hour. Fortunate it was just a glancing blow, didn't hit him solid, so it looks like he'll be okay. There you go, bases loaded. Kyle Seager coming up. Leads the club in RBIs with 46. First in the American League with 2-out RBIs. He has 24 2-out RBIs.
2 for 4 with the bases loaded. Ball 1. Mike Showalter's club was cruising. 6.5. Mariners here in the 8th. Chance to get the lead. Seager's got a 2-0 count. To Seager. Pitch he wanted, fouled it off.
Pitches this inning. 12 strikes, 11 balls.
Ackley, Ichiro, and Wells, the base runners. And this crowd on its feet. 2-1. Down low, 3-1. What kind of goodie should he expect here?
Well, he's going to get a fastball. It's a matter of whether he can throw it for a strike or not. Again, 19 base on balls in the 36 innings he has pitched. That's a high number.
Ackley, Ichiro, and Wells. Fast runners on the base paths. 3-1 to Seager with the bases loaded. Takes it for ball 4. We got a tie ball game at 4-4 as Seager picks up an RBI, his 47th. His first RBI since June 26th. But Showalter quickly out of the dugout. He's going to make a change. The Mariners are going to be bringing their 9th man to the plate here in the 8th inning with a chance to get the lead. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. Mariners have them loaded up. And want to remind you that Root Sports is looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. We're going state to state to find the most passionate in our region this month. We want to hear from devoted fans in Idaho. So log on to rootsports.com. Show us why you're the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fan. Nice swing of emotions here. They started out high with the Kings Court, second biggest Kings Court since they started. Felix got chased, and now the Mariners have rallied to tie. Darren O'Day takes over, bases loaded, a chance to get the lead with Montero at the dish, the ninth man to the plate here in the eighth inning.
O'Day, submariner, he'll throw down below, and he also throws strikes, so Montero needs to be ready to hit. Fastball, slider, submarine-style pitcher.
This time he's seeing O'Day. Bases loaded, 2 outs. With good wheels out there.
You look at the numbers for O'Day. 34 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, only 5 walks for him.
Chance for the lead. The 0-1 from O'Day. Big swing and a miss on a wiffle ball like curveball.
He's going to see that pitch again, and it'll probably be off the plate away. Take a look at this last pitch as he chased it. That's been the pitch that a lot of the different organizations have been throwing to Montero. Throwing him the breaking ball off the plate away, trying to get him to chase it.
O'Day's ready. He's ahead 0-2. Right field, easy play for Davis. Mariners do tie it. They leave the bases loaded. Ninth inning coming up, a 4-4 game. Felix Hernandez off the hook here at Safeco Field.
The Mariners have rallied to tie the Orioles as we get ready for the ninth inning. Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. Want to give you a preview of what we have coming your way on the Mariners postgame. We'll catch up with first-round draft choice Mike Zunino. He is signed, sealed, delivered, and here at Safeco Field tonight we caught up with him. We'll also check in down on the farm. Danny Holtz and James Paxton on the mound this evening. MLS soccer in the Rose City with the Timbers in action, and we'll get you caught up on some of the more important action tonight around Major League Baseball. Charlie Furbush ready to hit the hill as we send it back to Dave and Mike.
Hey, Tom. Charlie Furbush takes over on the mound for the Mariners. He's the 4th pitcher tonight for Seattle.
And his numbers are outstanding. Charlie has been on a great run. 34 2/3, 45 strikeouts to just 8 walks. Opponents average 134. Look at the switch hitting Betemeet, and then the left-hander and Flaherty. And Dino, the third hitter, due up.
Kawasaki taking over at shortstop for Brendan Ryan. First pitch down low to Wilson Benamy.
Mark Reynolds has come out on deck, so it looks like he will pinch hit for Flaherty.
Benamy, switch hitter, strikeout, 2 groundouts to short.
Oh, good looking pitch.
2-0. Mariners in 9 men to the plate in the 8th. Scored 3 times on 4 hits and left them loaded. 2-0. Out back by Benamy. Wilson 0 for 4 last night. Furbush on a terrific run. Not allowed a run over his last 16 appearances. 2-1. In there for strike 2-2.
All fastballs so far from Charlie. He hasn't used the good slur.
Two and two. Reached out, pulled it.
And that was the slur. Left it in the middle of the plate. For the right-handed hitters, Charlie likes to throw that pitch at their back foot, try to get him to swing and chase that pitch. If he wants to throw it for a strike, he'll try to get the outside corner. The pitch in the middle of the plate.
2-2. Fly ball hit deep. Center field. Going back. Saunders running out of room. He's there at the wall. Makes the catch. Nicely tracked by Michael Saunders. Back after a bout with the flu. 1 out here in the 9th.
Benamy gives this a good ride. I think he thought he had some action on this. Saunders going up against the fence at the 4:05 mark.
Pinch hit for Ryan Flaherty with Mark Reynolds.
Charlie have to make some pitches. Reynolds, although he will strike out a lot, he has some tremendous power.
Not afraid to swing hard. Popped it up. Right field for Ichiro. 2 outs. Buck Showalter's club had a 4-0 lead. Total command way in chin until the Mariners got 1 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. Tied up here.
Nobody throwing in the Orioles bullpen, so it looks like O'Day will stay in the game, and he will get Olivo, Saunders, and Smoke.
Here's Robert Andino, the second baseman. Strike 1 for Charlie. Boy, fought that off. Man, that was a good pitch by Charlie. I'm amazed he was able to get his bat on.
It was a great pitch. 94-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside corner, and Andino actually had to drop his back foot out of the way to try to put it in play. See him just drop his back foot. Man. That is an emergency hack. Great location on that fastball from Charlie.
0-2. It's from Furbush. Way outside, slipped out of his hand.
No, that was the breaking ball. Slipped a little bit.
Charlie working on the bottom third of the order. Strike away. And a 1-2 count. Slip 2-2.
A little bit cooler night here, Dave, so that ball probably feels slick in his hands. Sometimes these guys get a baseball on a cooler night, it feels like they have a cue ball in their hand. It's hard to make it spin.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Pretty well tagged. Left field, going back Wells, watching it leave the yard. Robert Andino with his 4th home run of the season. His 18th RBI. Baltimore has a 5-4 lead.
We haven't seen that from Charlie in quite a while. Again, just couldn't get a feel for his breaking ball. He wanted to put him away with that hard slurve. Couldn't get a feel for it. Missed with it twice. Comes back with a fastball. 92 miles an hour in the middle of the plate, and Andino gives it a ride.
3rd home run given up by Furbush this season. The Orioles back on top. 22 2/3 innings is where Charlie's scoreless streak ends.
It's quite a run for Charlie.
Top of the order, here's Xavier Avery. Shows Buck takes a strike. They bring up, they get him ready. Jim Johnson, their closer. He's having a tremendous season with 23 saves.
There's a good breaking ball from Charlie.
0-2. Pitch to Avery. Line drive, base hit.
Better get it in a hurry. He can fly.
That ball scooting. Saunders slides in front of it to block it. 2-base hit for Avery. Young man just called up. 2 outs.
Going with the pitch. Hits it hard into the gap. Saunders able to keep it from getting all the way to the wall. If he gets by Michael, that'll be a triple for Avery, but he's able to hold him to a double. Take a look at our McDonald's Supermo as Michael goes in with the bare hand, just knocking it down.
Hockey skills right there. Big hockey fan, Vancouver Canucks. Whatever you can do to stop it. What a night for Avery. 3 hits, 2 singles, a double and a run scored. Potentially pass on Hardy.
Go to the left-handed hitter in Davis, who's waiting on deck. Hardy with base hits his last 2 times up.
Started out well for Charlie. A fly ball along at bat to Benamy. Got Reynolds, the pinch hitter. Then the home run on a 2-2 pitch to Andino, and then an 0-2 pitch to Avery, and he doubles. Intentional walk gives Baltimore 1st and 2nd, 2 outs here in the 9th. Power hitting Chris Davis.
Davis, tonight's game, he is 1 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts.
Davis a .327 hitter against left-handers. 263 against right-handers. Strike 1. Mariners will have Olivo, Saunders, and Smoke 5, 6, and 7. First things first, Charlie trying to get out number 3 here in the 9th.
The player left on the bench for Eric Wedge is Figgins. Jason with the pinch hit base hit to drive in a run, and Kawasaki went in for him to play shortstop.
Deep goes is Brian Knight. 0-2. Push ahead of Davis. Breaking ball strikes him out of 3 pitches. Work to do. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Charlie Furbish's scoreless streak ends. Mariners with the chance, though, to win it here in the ninth with Olivo. You've got Michael Saunders coming up and Justin Smoke when we get back. By 4 here in the bottom of the ninth. And they're going to have to get it done against one of the better closers in the game, Jim Johnson.
Johnson with 23 saves on the season. Really pitched well, a 1.3 ERA for him. 22 strikeouts, 9 walks. Has a good fastball. We use a split and a slider. Just a really good first half of the season. 23 saves out of the 24 opportunities that he has had. He'll work through the middle of the lineup. It'll be Olivo, Saunders, and Smoke. Take a look at what he features overall. Again, hard-throwing right-hander. There you go. Two-seam fastballs, 67%. A lot of fastballs from him. Right around 80% will use a changeup and a curveball.
Couple of defensive changes. You got Mark Reynolds. He's at first base, and moving from first base to third, Wilson Betemit. So Jim Johnson tied with Cleveland's Chris Perez, 23 saves, and Fernando Rodney atop the American League starting today. Comebacker, 6-6. Johnson one out.
And Michael Saunders coming to the plate. Saunders with a double his last time up. Doubled out to left center field and scored a run in the 8th inning. Michael just coming back. He's been sick and missed the last 4 games. So happy to be back in the lineup. He checked in with a double. Maybe he can get another one into the gap somewhere. Saunders runs well, and you find a way to get him on base. Smoke waiting on deck.
Saunders against Jim Johnson, 0 for 2. 1-1. One count. Another comeback. 2 outs.
I'll leave it up to Justin Smoke. Justin swung the bat well tonight. He's lined out to the shortstop. He also had a base hit and an RBI and scored a run. It's like watching Johnson pitching to Saunders. He's going to use the two-seam fastball and try to pitch off the outside corner. Justin needs to look for something away. He certainly has the power to hit the ball out to left field.
Johnson, setup guy for a long time now. A premier closer here with 23. His previous best was 10 saves. And Starts out Smoke with strike one.
Yeah, that was the two-seamer right on the outside corner.
One. Smoke with a base hit and an RBIs last time. That was in the 8th. Count at 1-1. Giving chases Avery. He's got no play.
Good fastball at 95 miles an hour. Again on the outside corner.
Mariners down to their last strike. 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 4 runs on 5 hits and 1 error for the Mariners. 1-2. Peters got the worst of that. Johnson, 28 years old, 6'6", 240. Lives in Sarasota, Florida, born in Johnson City, New York. 2-2. Ground ball to the second baseman, and Dino throws to first Reynolds, and that's the ball game. 5-4 Baltimore win. Evens the series at a game apiece. A disheartening loss for the Mariners, who saw Felix Hernandez get off to a great start. Saw him get knocked out of the box. Then rally after Wei-Yin Chin was throwing a perfect game. Tough loss.
It is, because the Mariners had to fight hard late in the ball game to get back into it to tie it up 4-4. Then they had one of their best, Charlie Furbish, on the mound, and Charlie ends up giving up a solo home run with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning, something we haven't seen from him. And it comes to the 9th batter in the order for the Orioles. Well, I think you have to give the Mariners some credit for coming back to this, because Chen was perfect, and it looked like the Mariners were going to have a tough time scoring 1 run, much less 4. But they were able to do that, and unfortunately it wasn't enough tonight.
And Dino, a GOAT last night for the Orioles, a hero this evening. Let's go to Brad and Bill in center field.
All right, guys, thank you. And that's what makes baseball such an amazing